This inflatable golf simulator setup is the easiest way to get a realistic practice space without remodeling your house, but let me explain why it might be the right fit for you. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I've been testing this GoSports enclosure for about a month now, and the biggest surprise is how little space it actually takes up. You don't need a dedicated golf room, just a 12 by 9 foot footprint and about 8 feet of ceiling clearance. I set mine up in my garage between my car and the workbench, inflated it in under 2 minutes with the included electric pump, and I was hitting full shots the same afternoon. If you've ever priced out a permanent golf simulator room, you know how much that setup can cost and how much space it gobbles up. This thing folds down to the size of a large duffel bag and rolls into a closet, so it's perfect for small apartments or shared spaces where you can't leave gear out all the time. The screen itself is commercial-grade PVC, so it handles 150 miles per hour swings without budging. I've put it through the ringer with my driver and 7-iron, and the impact marks disappear overnight, no permanent creases or tears. It also works with all the major launch monitors like FlightScope Mevo Plus, Rapsodo MLM2 Pro, and Garmin Approach R10, so you're not locked into one brand. I ran a few sessions with my Mevo Plus and the data syncs just as cleanly as it does on my old net setup. One detail that saves a ton of time is the zippered side panel. Instead of crawling under a net every time you need to retrieve a ball, you just unzip, grab your balls, and zip back up. I've used cheaper pop-up nets that flop around in the wind, but this inflatable cage stays rigid even when I'm swinging out of my shoes. The included storage case is big enough for the screen, pump, and a dozen sleeves, so everything lives in one place and moves from garage to backyard without extra trips. I've also tested it outside on windy days, and the weighted base keeps it planted as long as you stake it down. The whole thing weighs about 35 pounds when packed, so one person can carry it to the patio or park without breaking a sweat. If you're used to hauling a heavy metal frame net, this feels like a backpacking trip in comparison. The only real trade-off is the ceiling height. If your garage ceiling is lower than 8 feet, you'll have to swing more upright, which can feel a little cramped over time. Also, the screen is black on the outside, so if you're practicing in bright sunlight, the glare can make it harder to see the ball flight. A simple pop-up canopy fixed that for me, but it's one extra piece to keep track of. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. If you're tired of hitting into a net that takes forever to set up and packs away like a tent, this inflatable cage gives you a semi-permanent feel without the permanent footprint. It's quick to inflate, tough enough for real swings, and works with the tech you already own. Check it out below if it sounds like the upgrade you've been waiting for. For most buyers, the real question is not whether GoSports commercial-grade inflatable golf simulator enclosure for home, 12 by 9 feet indoor and outdoor portable hitting cage with golf simulator impact screen, includes electric pump and storage case sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like no dedicated golf room needed and inflates in 90 seconds actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off. It is also smart to think about long-term satisfaction. A product like GoSports commercial-grade inflatable golf simulator enclosure for home, 12 by 9 feet indoor and outdoor portable hitting cage with golf simulator impact screen, includes electric pump and storage case usually feels like the better buy when it stays convenient, comfortable, and reliable in normal everyday use instead of only looking good in the listing.